Headline: Tether claims billions in profits as it grows secured loans. Published at 5:15 p.m., July 31st, 2025. Tether, the world's largest stablecoin firm, has claimed that it made approximately $4.9 billion in profits for the second quarter. 2025 USDT, the main stablecoin issued by Tether, had grown to a market capitalization of over $150 billion by the end of June. Moreover, Tether claims that it has grown to be one of the largest holders of U.S. government debt globally. Read more. Tether. 10 years, 100 billion USDT, and still no audit. Interestingly, despite the substantial growth in Tether's market capitalization, the amount of what Tether calls equity, the difference between assets and liabilities, has been remarkably stable. Tether's BTC reserves continue to grow. As Tether made sure to note in its announcement, it holds quite a few U.S. Treasury bills, representing the single largest category in its reserves. Read more, circle verses. Tether, what's in the reserves? Tether also has substantial indirect exposure to U.S. Treasuries through the overnight reverse repurchase agreements and money market funds it invests in. It has also continued to grow the value of Bitcoin in its reserves to approximately $8.9 billion from $7.7 billion this quarter. Similarly, it's increased the value of precious metals in the reserves to $8.7 billion from $6.7 billion. Secured loans now double Tether's equity. Perhaps the strangest detail in Tether's reserves, though, is what it calls secured loans. In December 2022, the company announced its intention to eliminate secured loans from its reserves, promising to be rid of them by the end of 2023. Read more. Tether's Q3 attestations prove that it can't quit secured loans. However, this reduction hasn't played out as intended. In 2023, Tether saved enough assets in what it describes as equity to begin claiming that the so-called secured loans were now excess reserves, because the equity was larger than the amount of secured loans. However, since then the amount of secured loans has continued to grow, and the amount of secured loans is now approximately double the size of the so-called equity. Protos reached out to Tether for clarification on why its secured loans have continued to grow, despite earlier promises to eliminate them, but it didn't immediately respond. This recording is AI generated. Get more crypto news at protos.com.